The latest survey by Rightmove shows London home sellers lowered their asking prices by the most in a year this month. They're demanding 3.4% less than they did in July. Well, Rightmove's commercial director, Miles Shipside, is with me. That's a worry.
It seems a fairly large drop, and indeed it's a 4.7% drop in the last couple of months. But let's not forget, we have seen 3 record price levels in London so far this year. So to some extent, it's just a sign of it perhaps coming off the boil. Just
cooling off, but particularly in London, because that is more than the national average, where we saw prices come down by, what, 2.5%?
Yeah, that's right.
So why do you think that is? What is it that's affecting the market, maybe specifically here in the capital?
I suspect in London, perhaps it's more affected by seasonal factors, and let's not forget it is holiday season, so perhaps those with a reason to sell have got to price more competitively. They're going to be especially motivated sellers to come to market in the traditional holiday season, and perhaps recognising that buyers go away as well, so you're going to have to price more competitively.
Well, the big problem in London really is first-time buyers, because so few people now that are looking to get on the housing market can get that deposit, and they have a great deal of difficulty in getting a mortgage. Are the banks wise, do you think, to be quite tough on first-time buyers? The requirements that those people need are huge.
That's correct, but banks are looking at risk, and they are chasing people with larger deposits, and that obviously doesn't tend to be first-time buyers. So whilst there are a lot more products around for first-time buyers than there were a couple of years ago, they're still charging punitive interest rates to try and cater for the risk.
And it's all about confidence, and there's not much of that around, whether you look at the Euro sovereign debt crisis or indeed the riots that we saw last week. Do you, when you saw the news last week in London, do you think, you know what, this is the sort of thing that's exactly going to stop people from really moving on and pushing forward?
Well, they're all knocks to confidence, but these things move on. Housing needs are there. There is a pent-up demand for housing, so that means that if people price competitively, there will be buyers that are looking around, but it's a limited sector of the market. Bank of England mortgage approvals roughly at around 50,000 now for the last 2 years. So we've got a degree of stability there, but it's a stability at low transaction levels.